Hi guys, welcome to Hope with Jonathan podcast. And on this podcast, we will share the patient's personal story with battling kidney disease, dialysis, transplant, and more. Guys, we'll also share stories of hope and encouragement for those that are in need of a living kidney donor. We will also advocate for them, a living donor, to step forward to give them the miracle gift of life of transplant. Guys, based upon my personal near-death experience with kidney disease, I started this streaming show called Hope with Jonathan, and also this podcast, Hope with Jonathan Podcast. Guys, if you want to hear more stories like this, please stay tuned. Hope with Jonathan podcast is a Hope Media production. Never let hope become a memory. Hope with Jonathan podcast is a Hope Media production. Hope with Jonathan podcast is in collaboration with Impact America Media, where we give hope to patients to continue on, stay motivated, inspire, and encourage them to continue in the journey. For more information on Impact America Media, please visit impactamericamedia.com. Again, Hope with Jonathan podcast is in collaboration with Impact America Media.
Well, I started my career as a dialysis technician in Charlotte, North Carolina back in the year 2000, January to be exact. The reason why I entered this career was because my mother suffered from end-stage renal disease. And, in the early 90s, not many people knew about renal disease. As of today, it seems as though it's bad, but back then, no one knew about it. No one knew it was contagious. They didn't know the cause and effect of it, or barely. My mother started her treatment with peritoneal dialysis. If those of you not familiar with peritoneal, is when they do home dialysis, no blood access through the stomach, or as we say, the abdominal area. So I started my career in 2000. I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina from Fayetteville, North Carolina. And I pretty much skyrocketed since then. Since then, I have traveled from state to state. I've lived in over 28 states, meaning Phoenix is my 28th state to reside in.
Wow.
Hey guys, welcome to Hope with Jonathan podcast. Thanks for all the support for the podcast, also for Hope with Jonathan. Definitely appreciate it. If you're interested in helping out and supporting what we're doing with Hope with Jonathan and the Hope with Jonathan podcast, you can definitely do so by clicking on the listener support. Also, you can find us on social media at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're also on YouTube, and you can find us also on TikTok. All you have to do is type in Hope with Jonathan, and you can find Hope with Jonathan podcast. You can find us on almost all platforms, mainly on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We're on some others, but feel free to find us on any platform that you can. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in and listening to Hope with Jonathan. Appreciate your support. Thank you very much. Hey guys, welcome back to the Hope with Jonathan podcast. This is your host, Jonathan Traylor. Hey guys, this is another episode with Hope with Jonathan. This is a very exciting episode with Dwelyn Williams from www.kidneytrails.com. Guys, this was a really fun interview with Dwelyn. He's a real fun guy. The energy that he has and the creativity. This guy is very creative. He's also a dialysis tech that is very experienced in the world of dialysis. And this guy's got a great, awesome story. He talks a little bit about the connection and why he chose dialysis as his career in this interview. Guys, he's got a very impactful, inspiring story. So I want you guys to really enjoy this one. Again, guys, Dwelyn Williams is his name, from www.kidneytrails.com. And if you guys haven't already been over to that website, you need to go over there and check it out. I'm telling you, there are some great blogs over there. Articles, we call them blogs that are wrote on kidney disease, whether it be, talking about dialysis or transplant experience, just many different aspects of kidney disease over there that are featured. Also, Dwelyn is working on something really special, something awesome that's fixing to come out soon. So be looking for that. I'm not gonna tell you exactly what it is. I'm gonna let that come out and let that be on him. He talks a little bit about it in the interview, so I want you guys to listen for that as well. But this was a really a joy to have Dwelyn on Hope with Jonathan. So again, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and get into this interview. I really appreciate everyone's respect and everyone's feedback for the show. It's just your response has been amazing. Keeps me motivated and inspired to continue with these. I really appreciate everyone's reaching out to me. It's just been an amazing ride, amazing journey with Hope with Jonathan, what we've been able to accomplish and what we're doing. So I really appreciate everybody. Again, I want to tell you guys I love you guys and always praying for you. God bless you guys. Stay safe out there and remember to take care of your kidneys. Hey guys, this is Jonathan, the host of the Hope with Jonathan podcast. And hey guys, Hope with Jonathan now has a website, www.hopewithjonathan.com, where you can go over and find out where to follow us on all of our social media links, our podcast, our YouTube channel, and much more. Again, guys, for more information on Hope with Jonathan, you can go to www.hopewithjonathan.com.
Get strong. Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to Hope with Jonathan. I'm your host, Jonathan Trailer, and Hope with Jonathan is officially back, guys. Hey guys, I really appreciate everybody reaching out to me and messaging me. I had to take a quick, small little break. But hey guys, I really appreciate all the kind messages, the positive messages. I really, really appreciate all the love and support for the show, Hope with Jonathan. Hey guys, I have a very, very special guest today. A very awesome, inspiring, motivational guest, Mr. Dwelyn Williams. He's residing from Phoenix, Arizona. Dwelyn is the communications director with Kidney Trails. If you haven't already been over to www.kidneytrails.com, you should go over there and check out what Kidney Trails is doing. They have some amazing blogs involved with the organization. They have some amazing write-ups. There's all type of different authors on there. Darren Colley, Anthony Reed, Mr. Dwelyn Williams. Your host here, Jonathan Trailers, also wrote a few. Also, we have Wheels Porter on there as well, and many others. There's also other type of things going on with Kidney Trails as well. One of the reasons why I'm bringing on our guest today, Mr. Dwelyn Williams. This is going to be an excellent interview, guys. I hope that you guys will stick around. Please like and share, comment. Please get involved, get engaged, share this with your friends. Don't be shy. Don't be stingy, like my brother Jared Brown says, the Warriors Quest. But hey, guys, I am definitely looking forward to this interview. Hey, guys, if you haven't already, like I said, go over to www.kidneytrails.com and check it out. It is an amazing thing. They have some amazing ideals and things that are going on for the kidney community. Guys, I don't want to waste much more time. You didn't come to this show to hear me ramble on a whole bunch tonight. So I want to go ahead and let you know that we're going to go ahead and bring on our guest as right after these messages. Okay, guys, please hang in there, stick around. We're going to have an amazing show today. Sometime.
Oh man, yeah. I hope I'm gonna be a reason that you come out this way. You bring your family out here, and man, I'll make sure you have a good time out here as well.
That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Hey, Kyle. Kyle Hockridge from Toronto, Canada is chiming in. He's watching all the way from Toronto. So, hey, Kyle,
Oh,
appreciate
okay.
you
Hey,
watching
guys.
for. Yep. Kyle and his wife have Kidney Warrior merch, and they're one of our sponsors for the show. So we definitely want to send a shout out to Kyle. Thank you, Kyle, for chiming
Hey,
in. Appreciate you watching
yeah.
the show.
Hey, Kyle, how you doing, my man?
so, so Dwelyn, I wanted to bring you on the show tonight. Hope with Jonathan, so that you can kind of share about your personal story and why you're affiliated with kidney disease and what you're doing right now. So if you'd like, go ahead and share a little bit about your story and how you got affiliated with kidney disease.
Oh well, I started my career as a dialysis technician in Charlotte, North Carolina, back in the year 2000, January to be exact. The reason why I entered this career was because my mother suffered from end-stage renal disease, and in the early 90s, not many people knew about renal disease. Like as
Yeah.
of today, it seems as though it's a fad, but back then, no one knew about it. No one knew if it was contagious. They didn't know the cause and effect of it, or barely. My mother started her treatments with peritoneal dialysis. And those of you who are not familiar with peritoneal is when they do home dialysis, no blood access, access through the stomach, or as we would say, the abdominal area. So I started my career in 2000. I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina from Fayetteville, North Carolina, and I pretty much skyrocketed since then. I Since then I have traveled from state to state. I lived in over 28 states, meaning Phoenix is my 28th state to reside
Oh,
in.
wow.
I live in every time zone, man. So a lot of people say, "Are you on the run?" I'm like, "No, I'm not on the run. I'm soul searching and trying to seek, my professional guidance and trying to see where I can
Okay.
fit in."
Okay. Man, that sounds crazy. Like
Oh yes,
28 states. Wow.
28 states, 21 years, and there's been a boring part of my career that I can even think of.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely, especially when you're dealing with dialysis, right?
Ooh, yes. Oh, yes. It's never boring. It's always interesting. Never a dull moment. Always a learning experience. No matter how many years anybody has entered this field or been in this field, you never stop learning. And those are from individuals that have been doing this job longer than you and less time. So we can all learn from everyone.
Yes, yes, you can. Yes, you can. I remember when I was on dialysis, hemo and center, I used to ask my technicians questions all the time. I would drive them
Right.
probably nuts and insane sometimes because they were trying to, manage four patients and they had the machines
Right.
beeping here and there. And I'm over here asking them, hey, what's this do? What's that do? But you know what? They were always real
Right.
patient and kind and always was ready to and willing to answer questions. And that's how I got a lot of my knowledge about dialysis and how it worked and everything. So,
Oh, and that's great, man.
yeah. So which company are you working for, DaVita or Fresenius?
I work for Fresenius, actually Fresenius Kidney Care Arcadia, which is located here in Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I started my career with Fresenius, 21 plus years ago. So I guess you could say Fresenius is in my blood. Thrive on.
So let me ask you, what personally impacted you to want to become a dialysis technician?
Oh, well, like I said before, it really hit home with my mother. My mother suffering from renal disease, and like I said, then we did not understand the cause and effect. And for example, we never understood my mother coming home feeling real tired or depressed or angry. Those who are those who can relate as far as having family members on dialysis who do not know, they just they see their family members or someone close to them just go in and come right back out. And I remember saying
Yeah.
to my mother one time when I dropped her off, I said, I remember picking her up. I said, all you do is go in there and sit down. And man, that was like the worst thing I could ever said because it's much more than these
Yeah.
individuals just going in and sitting down in the chair. There's a lot that goes into that, and someone can sit here and explain it to you all day, every day, but until you experience it from that one end of the spectrum or the other, you never really would know. That's the reason why I keep driving on as far as my career, and I try to educate myself more day in and day out, and try to inspire others.
Oh, you're definitely doing that. I really want you to know how much we appreciate what you're doing for the kidney community. I don't think the technicians get enough gratitude and enough thanks for everything
No, we
that
do
they
not.
do. Yeah, yeah. I had some really good technicians in my center that really would take good care of me, and I had a few in there that were not as good. But and I'm sure you can relate to that. I'm sure you can relate to that.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah,
Oh yes. I hope that every day I came to work, I was a technician that wanted to be there. And I can relate to all technicians, but there are times like you made that comment before, as far as technicians not really being appreciated. And sometimes when you're not appreciated, your thrive and your aspirations will kind of dwindle a little bit, and you will become slowly but surely that technician that does not want to be there. I live by this phrase. You're not tired, you're uninspired. So that's another reason why I took on this role with the kidney trails. Me at First Aid Arcadia to try to inspire and give appreciation towards my teammates and even my managers as well, those my superiors. I mean, because they deserve it as well. I feel like they don't get enough credit also. I do strongly and surely stand behind my technicians, day in and day out. But, like I
yeah.
said, you're not tired, you're uninspired.
Oh, okay. That sounds really good. I like that. I like that a lot. But so you brought up kidney trails. I'm glad you brought up kidney trails. So how did you get affiliated with Anthony Reed and kidney trails?
Oh man, let me tell you, I remember as I served as a NANT president in 2019, and I remember Anthony Reed was one of our speakers. And he was one of our last speakers of the end of the conference, and just his story inspired me and his calm demeanor. I remember him and I had this conversation like a month and a half ago. I said, "Man, I remember when you came and spoke to us, and like I was like, you don't speak loud." I said, "You're not very animated." I said, "But you like straight to the point in your voice." Really catches individuals' attention. Since then, him and I have always kept in contact as far as LinkedIn, which I always encourage individuals to join LinkedIn because it's a professional website and you make many connections and many contacts. So Anthony
Sure.
Reed reached out to me before the first of the year, and he's like, "Dwelyn, I want you to." He said, "Would you mind writing a story about a patient's first dialysis from a technician's perspective?" And it kind of pondered on me a little bit, and I was like, well, I think I can write that. And then, I let it sit on my head a little while, and I was like, man, that's a story that is like endless. The reason why I say this because every individual is different. We all have a story to tell. Every patient's first treatment is different from others. Some is smooth, majority are bad. Like I said, so it's never boring, but I've been inspired to write this story, and I reached out to Anthony. I said, Anthony, I said, if I'm going to be writing one story, I said, if I stick to this story, it can go on and on, to be honest with you. I said, 'cause there's so many components and parts that can be missing. And he's like, Dwelyn, just go ahead and, do what you can. So I wrote this story about AW. And what I did was I sent it to him for editing, and he's like, Dwelyn, I really like this. And I think I put on the first story, I think I put to be continued. And I told him that I would like to continue with this one story. I would like to make sure anybody who's logged into the kidney trails, I be known for this story and not just many. And there's nothing against anyone who has many stories because I do. It's just that with me, I want to put my heart and soul into this story because I want to send a message out to everyone who reads it, and then hopefully I can inspire and just make individuals bring this character to life.
Yeah, wow. You're definitely doing that. I've read some of your writings and your blogs over on www.kidneytrails.com, and definitely inspiring. I like how you're doing the commentary, like you're speaking, with a patient and all that. I think it's really neat, and I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you had mentioned,
I appreciate that.
LinkedIn.
I,
Uh,
a lot of people. Mm-hmm.
no, go ahead, Anthony, or Dwaylen. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. With this story, a lot of individuals do not know that it's about my mother who's suffering from renal disease. She, of course, she passed away in 2003, and that's why I named her
Oh,
AW. Um, so what I'm basically doing with the story is, for one, to show a conversation between a technician and a renal patient, kind of like one-on-one, and those who are working dialysis, especially outpatient, know that that's possible to sit there and do one-on-one with a patient and to explain things to them, verbatim. It's also me kind of, reminiscing on when my mother was alive and when she was going through treatment, how I wish that I was able to explain things to her, prior to entering the field. So, with this story, like it can go on, and I plan to carry it out throughout the year, and hopefully that anyone who's reading this, that they can kind of relate, whether they are or they have a visual, animated visual. I want to provide both.
yeah,
So I have a lot of
yeah,
individuals who are interested in this comic book, and I'm just hoping it be like a teaching tool as well. And I want to show, the positivity behind it, and how things we would like things to be. I want to keep it as realistic as possible, but as far as I also want it to be positive and encouraging, and
yeah.
I'm hoping that I can make that happen.
Man, that's beautiful, man. That you're doing that. After your mother, and man, I'm sorry to hear about your mom passing away. My condolences, brother. Um, I'm very
Thank you
close
so
to
much,
my
brother.
mom. Yeah, I'm very close to my mom,
Right.
and I couldn't imagine, So God bless you, brother.
Oh, thank you so much. I will say this though, I remember a year prior to my mother passing away. I remember I was living in Charlotte, and I forgot it was something that a patient said to me for some reason. I forgot what exactly what it was, but it made me think of my mother. And I said, I got to move back, and just like a year after me moving back, she passed away. Come returning back to Charlotte to visit my clinic that I first started at, I remember a young lady that said to me, and mind you, this young lady was a former patient of mine. She was like in the 70s. She told me, she said, Dwelyn, come here. She said, and I want you to listen to me. She said that I heard about your mother passing, and I'm very sorry. She said, but I'm going to tell you that mother's not coming back. She said, I'm going to tell you she's not coming back because she
Oh,
never left you. She said, my mother died when I was like 6 or 7 years old. She said, and I'm 73. And she said, it hurts me daily. She said, because when your mother dies, a part of you
oh,
dies. She said, but I would like to let you know that, she never left you. She will always be with you. She said, and it's up to you throughout your life and your career to value that. And I'd be happy to say that, my first grandson was born on the day that my mother died, years later. So whenever my mother's mentioned, I think of him as a circle of life. And my mother would have wanted it that way. So I no longer get sad of the day of her passing or her birthday. It's a time for me to rejoice. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm paying my mother back. And in spite of all renal patients, as much as I can reach out, and technicians as well.
wow, man, that is so beautiful. Just a beautiful story. So, man, I
Thank you.
mean,
Thank you.
how inspiring is that? That alone in itself could be a book all by itself. So,
Oh, trust me, it will be.
but you had mentioned earlier about Anthony Reed, and he had reached out to me as well on
Yeah.
LinkedIn, and that was kind of an application where I never really thought that I would make a connection like I did with Anthony. And then now, I've connected with
Yes.
you and
Yes.
Darren, Collie,
Yes.
and just man, just so many others on LinkedIn. I figured I would make a connection on Facebook or Instagram, which I have, but
Right.
LinkedIn, I would have never thought,
Yes.
I would make these type of connections. But there's a large kidney community
Right.
in on LinkedIn, so great place to, if you're not
Yes,
already
it
on
is.
LinkedIn, go check it out. Go check it out.
That's right. I live on LinkedIn, man. I post daily or weekly. Just like like later on today, I'll be posting about part 12 of AW story, whether I introduce her into CDC care and a proper way to do it. Because like I always say, when we're in the clinic, just a thing in life, we're always in a fishbowl. We're always being watched. I mean, you're a prime example, as you said that you were actually a renal patient, and sitting there watching technicians work, listen to conversations. Sometimes you have like a lot of time in your hands to let things ponder on your mind and your brain. And then those of us who are in the professional role, we have to maintain that, myself as well. And that's something that we always have to work on. That we are in the fishbowl. We're always being watched, and how we carry ourselves. It really matters to some chairs, because when it boils down to it, like my boss always says, no matter what you say or do, we're here for them, and their lives are in our hands. So it's
Yeah.
important that we make them feel secure as possible, and as confident as possible as well.
Yeah. No, no, I really believe that, sometimes you are the only light that a person's going to see. You know what I'm saying? You're like the only positive thing that maybe a person will see in that day. So you have to take advantage of, even though you may be having a bad day yourself, you got to
Yeah.
always keep that in the back of your mind that, you may be the only positive person that person sees for that day. And you've got only that window to make an impact. So, obviously, you know about this because you're working with patients daily.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, Dwelyn, why don't you tell everybody about your new project that's fixing to come out?
Well, as we've been talking about the kidney trails, and my story on the kidneytrails.com is called "I Don't Know About This." It's a patient's initial dialysis treatment. This story leads to it happens here in Phoenix, Arizona. It's a fictional clinic. This clinic's name hasn't been revealed yet, but uh, I'm introduced to my patient that's coming to my section, or as technicians we would say in my pod. I literally introduced myself to her in the lobby. It's during the COVID crisis, so I go through the procedures of asking her about all the symptoms of COVID. So this young lady is starting her treatment during the COVID the pandemic, and I pretty much just guide her through the clinic, and I try to be as detailed as possible with this comic, just to see let everyone know what a patient goes through day in and day out. And if you're actually reading the story, my comic book will be verbatim per the story. My comic book will feature parts 1 through 3 for the first edition. Second edition will go for. Like I said earlier, I'll be posting part 12 later on today. So anything that you read in our story on the Kidney Trails, it'll be a part and linked to the Kidney Trail Tales as part of our comic book and my story. Um, if anybody has seen my story, there's a question mark there. That was actually Anthony Reed's idea to put the question mark for that story. And I remember asking him, I was like, man, so what's the deal with the question mark? And he said, well, you said that, the story would be like, I don't know about this. He said, so what made you come up with that title? I said, well, I think with every patient, they probably can agree that they'll be introduced to dialysis, but they would literally say, man, I don't know about this, and
Hmm.
also those of us who work in the field, sometimes we'll say, man, I don't know about this. And so I think everyone can relate, and that's the purpose behind my picture with my hands, on my head. Is pretty much saying, man, I don't know about this. And we didn't think that it kind of sparked to a comic book, because actually I had an idea for another comic book that I'll be coming out pretty, within the next year or so. So, but I've been very fortunate to have the platform of the Kidney Trail to put this comic book on, and and see where it goes. I mean, like I said, I'm here to inspire, and I hope everybody can relate to this comic.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, in the ideal that you guys are going to market this on other platforms as well.
Oh yeah, most definitely. My plans are to put it on Amazon, because Amazon is like world known, and I'm also looking in as far as what other type of providers will be ready for me to send this comic book out. I mean, depending on the subscription and the marketing of it, I would love it if it gets into every home, every clinic, just as a guide. Especially for new hires, if they are interested in joining and becoming a dialysis technician or a nurse, or anyone who has a family member that's on dialysis. And those who have been on dialysis, they can't really explain what their treatments are like. They just know that they're exhausting, or they're very tiring, or they just can't explain it. So I'm hoping that this would get in everyone's hands, every household, every clinic, every nursing home, every hospital, et cetera, and pretty much just to put us on the map and to inspire. That's the main thing. I'm definitely not doing it
Yeah.
for monetary purposes. That's just a
Yeah.
bonus. I'm doing it because I want
Yeah.
to. I have the passion for it, and it's real.
Yeah. Well, Dwelyn shared a picture with me that and looked absolutely amazing, guys. Very colorful, very in depth. I don't know. Do you happen to have a sample of it? Maybe that you may be able to flash onto the screen that people may be
You
able to
know,
see it.
I probably can. I probably can. I'll try to do that. Let me look here. Let me see if I can check it out.
Maybe by if you're probably using your phone.
Yes, I'm on my phone right now. So yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't want to leave the
Yeah.
chat, but
That's okay. That's okay.
yeah, yeah, it's not a problem.
In my mind, what I'm thinking of is that not only would this be a great tool for in center and clinics and doctors' offices and things like that, but also in the aspect of educating children, teenagers,
Yes,
and things like that.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
So that because we need to reach them as really young. If we can reach the youth
Yes,
about taking care of their body, managing their type 2 diabetes. There's a lot of
right,
kids out there that have juvenile diabetes and things like this that can cause
right.
eventually kidney failure, and if they're unmanaged, and hypertension and all these type of things. So we need to educate the youth as well. So I think the comic book would be really effective with the youth.
Oh yeah, man. Most definitely. It's funny that you say that because I know I think Anthony and I were discussing that because Anthony and I we kind of talk every Sunday, and he mentioned that we got to talking about peds and pediatrics. I was like, man, I said I pretty much have a little bit of experience with pediatrics when I worked in an acute setting when I was in Las Vegas, and I said I think I can kind of intertwine that with the story as well because AW can just simply ask a question like do children suffer from this? And is there an age limit? And there is no age limit. And I mean, I can attest to that because I've dealt with that. So,
Yeah.
like I said, the more feedback I get about this comment, the more conversation I can spark up. And we also have a
Yeah.
feature as well. I have Eric Sirigano from which is formerly Biomedics, which is Bion right now. He's my first feature as a biomed technician talking to a patient about the water room. So I'm definitely excited about that, and I also have other features as well. And with the features, I would like people to tell their story respectfully, and therefore, and just give some insight about their profession and their outlook on dialysis.
Yep. So, guys, I'm just giving you a quick little glimpse here of kidneytrails.com, and there's Dwelyn there as an author. And I'm really encouraging you guys to please go over to www.kidneytrails.com. I've been doing shameless plug the whole interview. But guys, really, they have some really exciting things going on over there. Some awesome authors. Dwelyn just so happens to be one. Like I said, we have Wills Porter as well from Impact America Media. He's on there. Anthony Reed is an author. Who's this guy? Oh, that guy. Yeah, that guy's on there
Oh
too.
yeah, look at that guy. I think that was a GQ model that we had on there. He's like a celebrity. Yeah, there we go. Man, look
Oh
at
man.
that. I'm glad his picture's
No.
after mine because that's a hard act to follow.
Yeah, that was a good day right there. That was a really good hair day.
I hear that from well, any day above ground is good, so
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. I've been on the receiving. I've been close to the other end, and I tell you, life is a lot
Woo!
better. Oh man, let
Yeah,
me
man,
tell
it
you.
is. It definitely
Yep.
is.
But guys, I really want you guys to please go check out www.kidneytrails.com. You can also sign up to receive their newsletter as well, and I think you'll
Right.
get a notification of new blogs and things like that that are going
Yes.
on. Also, Anthony Reed just released a Kidney Trails podcast as well,
Yes.
as you can see.
Yes.
So here's the podcast here. I don't know why. Oh, there it is. There's Anthony. and he's doing his
There you go.
podcast there, and he's got
I told Anthony that his picture. I told him his picture looked like Good Morning Vietnam, like Robin Williams, so he should have a good impact on it.
Yep. Oh, Anthony, Anthony's gonna be wanting to talk to you after the show. But yeah, guys, hey, look,
yeah, I told him that. He started laughing.
But over on Spotify, guys, you can go check out Kidney Trails. They have a podcast as well, and your host is Anthony Reed on there, and so be looking out for these type of things that are going on with them. Not only are people writing blogs, but they have podcasts. Dwelyn's got a comic book coming out. Man, there's just so much going on with Kidney Trails right now. So many different authors. If you haven't been over there, you're missing out. I'm telling you, I'm going to remove the share screen for now. But so many different things going on. It's very inspiring. And when Anthony reached out to me, I told him right away. I said, "Man, I'm really not a writer. I've never really been a writer, but." I was like, I'll go ahead and do it. I'll go ahead and try it. And I remember my first blog, man, it was so therapeutic for me. And all these emotions just started releasing that, and different things that I thought I had dealt with. And actually, they started coming back up. And, I actually cried after I realized that, what I had experienced and read my blog. And all these emotions started coming out, and I realized, man, this is so therapeutic for me to do this. And so, man, I'm really inspired to do it. I'm really inspired to be a part. So, but we got lots of people watching. My wife, Melissa Trailer, she's watching. My grandma here. It's my grandma, Rosetta. Hey, Rosetta.
Yes.
I should probably call her. I should probably be calling her. I should probably be calling her grandma. Grandma. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
Jonathan. Whenever you mentioned about, when Anthony asked you about, and you said to yourself that you weren't a writer, man, I agree. Because when he asked me, I was like, I'm not a writer either, and but it's very therapeutic for me. With my stories, I can write a story within like 10 to 15 minutes, and it's amazing how much you have a lot what's going on in your head and the value of your education and what you want to put out there. So it's like beyond therapeutic, man. I mean, and I totally agree with you. It makes you just want to run with it, and you want to share with the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
And on top of that, me saying that, sharing it with the world, we always, whenever I post on LinkedIn or Facebook, I always say that, anyone who's interested in becoming an author, a guest author, they can reach out to us, because we want to share that therapy with everybody.
Oh, yeah. And what else is, there's no greater story than your own personal story. And the Bible says we're overcomers by our personal testimony. Yes. And there's power in sharing your personal testimony. Right. And so sharing your personal story, whatever you want to call it. Yes. And, you give other people hope, and you give other people inspiration, motivation by, sharing your story. So I think it's a great way to help other patients.
Oh, yes, man. I agree. I totally agree. Yes.
Yeah. So where can we find, or when will you be releasing the comic book? Do you have a date set?
Well, I don't have a date actually yet. My plans were to try to do it on World Kidney Day. I think that'll been epic. But I'm in hopes maybe mid-April, no later than the end of April. With my artist, I truly value my artist. He's a renal patient as well, and with the picture I share with you, he definitely he's beyond talented, and I work closely with him back in Orlando, Florida. I remember he was actually a patient of mine on the floor, and I remember walking by him and saw that he was drawing right there in his chair, and I was like, his name is Tori. And I was like, Corey, I said, did you draw that? He was like, yeah. He just did it so nonchalantly. And he actually has his own comic books as well. So I'm working with him as far as finishing up, which he actually already started this second edition. He started that, touching up the first edition. I'm sending us a little bit more work. So we are looking into the end of March, which we're already approaching. But to be on the safe side, no later than April.
Okay. Okay. Well, you got me all hyped up. I'm ready to look at it, read it, thumb through it, and just really enjoy it. So, really excited,
Oh yes,
man. I'm so excited about it, and I'm
I
so
appreciate it.
happy that you came on Hope with Jonathan today and shared with us. Man, this
Oh
has
yes,
been a great interview. Uh, really appreciate it. You know what
the
I'd
pleasure's
like
been
to?
all mine, man.
Okay. You know what I'd like to do? I would like sometime to bring you and Anthony
Yeah.
on at the same time, and we'll do a joint interview.
Oh yes, yes, I'm down for that, man. You want to do it later?
Let's
Yes,
we'll
yeah,
drum up the
we
hype a
both.
little bit on it.
There you go. Yes. Oh yes, most definitely. I'm ready. I'm ready. You just let me know and I'll be ready.
Yep. Well, you know you're welcome anytime, Dwelyn. Man, I really appreciate it. This has been a great, informative interview. Very inspiring. Is there
Thank you.
anything else that you would like to share that you're involved with right now?
Oh, as of right now, I'm past president of NENT. We just celebrated DTX 21, which was our first virtual meeting. And anybody if you're a technician and you are not a part of this association, there's only four technicians. I suggest that you join it. Go to dialysistech.net. That's the official NENT website, and you can actually see how we had a virtual meeting this past week, and everyone who is certified, who would love to gain some contact hours, we are offering 30 plus contact hours during the live stream. But now we're actually on demand. So I strongly suggest you log on to dialysistech.net and join NENT. Um, and like I said, be a part of us as far as joining leadership. Excuse me, to improve your leadership and your leadership skills and to maintain connections. And as far as the Kidney Trails go, I'm so happy to be part of the Kidney Trails team, and look forward to us at the Kidney Trails doing bigger and better things. And expect to hear from me more, advertising Phoenix, Arizona, in the near future.
Okay, that sounds awesome, Dwaylen.
Thank you.
Really, really inspiring stuff, man. Really, really inspiring. Very motivational. I really appreciate you. I appreciate your friendship. I appreciate what you're doing for the kidney
Thank you,
community.
man.
And
Thank you.
I appreciate you coming on the show. In closing of the show tonight, do you have some inspirational or hopeful words for those out there that are currently doing dialysis in waiting of a transplant or living donor to step forth? Would you like to end the show with saying something positive to them?
Well, I will share this. I can simply say, keep your head up and, you know, uh, move forward. There are better days, but that just seemed a little bit too common. I'll take one of the things that I said to AW in the picture that I sent you and that I posted. And I posted that for a reason. I mentioned to her that, and it's like I said, it's in my comic book that, you know, with dialysis, it's a major, it's beyond a bump in the road. It's like it's like a infinite range of a pothole. So with this pothole in this road of life, you can go many different ways. You can go to your left as far as you can see. You go to his right as far as you see. You can go within that hole, go down deep and come out and continue with your life, or you can make a standstill and just look ahead and not do nothing. So I encourage everyone who's on dialysis or going through this illness, um, you know, it's a part of your life, and you have to accept the fact that you are a strong warrior, and you will succumb it, and you will get through it. It's just a bump in the road, and it's a bump in the road that you may even have to build a bridge over, but you're going to get through it, and that's the purpose of my comic book. And you have a story to tell, and you are a hero.
That's just beautiful, man. I really appreciate it. For all you kidney warriors out there, I hope that you took that to heart and listening out there. I want you to know that I'm also a kidney warrior as well. I'm a kidney transplant recipient just back in August 11th. So I'm 7 months transplanted, and
Yes.
but I did hemodialysis for 13 months, and that's a relatively a short time of doing
Yes.
dialysis compared to a lot of warriors out there. But I'm so thankful for my my donor's family that direct donated to me. Really appreciate them, and just want everybody to know that there is hope out there. Just hang on. You got to hang on to hope, and that's one of my slogans. That's one of my sayings: is hang on to hope. With nothing else, you got to hang on to hope, because there is hope,
Right.
there is light, and there is a life with kidney disease. And I really feel like transplant is the best treatment for kidney disease. And
Yes.
we need a lot more education on people becoming living donors, and we need a lot more people to step forward and step up and be donors for those that are in need.
Right.
There's so many out there that are in need, and please, if you're considering it, please do the research and check it out. You can live life with one kidney. Go over to donatelife.net, and you can sign up to be a donor today. But hey, Dwelyn, man, I really appreciate you coming on. It's been an awesome, epic interview. Lots of
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
information, and
Thank you.
we'll definitely collaborate with Anthony and get him on here again, and we'll do a joint interview. That'll be awesome, awesome, awesome. And
Yes.
I look forward to seeing what Kidney Trails is going to do next.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Stay tuned, man. We got a lot of things. We got a lot of things planned, and like I always say, falls along the kidney trails where the protein of knowledge never ends.
Yep. Well, we appreciate everybody that chimed in, and all of our people that commented, all my supporters out
Thank you,
there,
Tiffany.
everybody watching, man. We really appreciate you. Thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate you so much. Man, this has been a great interview, guys. I hope that you'll continue to share this with your friends. You'll be able to watch the replay. You can go over to YouTube at Hope with Jonathan, just like the name of the show. Go over to YouTube. The video will be up there. You can always watch it again. Share it with your friends. It's easy to do. Just click the share. You'll be able to copy that link and share it with your friends on any social media platforms, except for Instagram. Instagram doesn't allow hyperlinks for some reason, but we'll talk to them later about that. But hey, guys, I really appreciate you guys chiming in. This has been another show with Hope with Jonathan, and look for future shows. We're got a lot of things planned, a lot of interviews coming up, but this one I was really excited about, and really excited that we got to do it. And I'm going to let Dwelyn go back to get some rest, because he's probably got to go back to work tomorrow and help some dialysis patient receive their treatment. And so we want him to be really well rested so he can give them his best, and do a great job like he's always been doing. You've been doing it, you said 21 years, right?
Yeah, 21 years, and I plan to do it for 20 more years. So yeah, I don't plan on going nowhere.
All right. God bless you. God bless you.
Yeah,
And
thank you, man. Thank you for having me. I love the show. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
okay. Well, hey guys, we're gonna sign off. Y'all take care. Stay safe out there,
All
and
right.
remember to take care of your kidneys.
There you go. Exactly. Appreciate you, man. Have a good one now.
All right. You too. Bye bye.
Thank you.
KidneyTrails.com. Kidney Trails is an organization that is dedicated to helping those that may be facing kidney disease by education, inspiration, and motivation, by bringing real-life experience from those that have traveled the road of kidney disease, and also information from the medical professionals to help you on your journey. Guys, Kidney Trails offers blog writings from many different writers and authors who give an aspect and real-life experiences with battling kidney disease, dialysis, transplant, and more. Guys, KidneyTrails.com has videos. They also offer a podcast called the Kidney Trails Podcast. And soon to be released, a comic book is coming out. Guys, for more information on this, go to www.kidneytrails.com. Hey guys, go over to www.kidneywarriormerch.com. Submit your story today and get a shot at being the Warrior of the Month. If you're selected as the Warrior of the Month, you'll get a chance to interview with Hope with Jonathan podcast. Whether you're a kidney warrior, kidney dialysis patient, or even a kidney transplant patient, or maybe you've just been diagnosed with kidney disease, go over to www.kidneywarriormerch.com and submit your story today. Kidney Warrior Merch is a supporter of Hope with Jonathan podcast. Again, guys, that's www.kidneywarriormerch.com. Hey guys, thanks again for tuning in with Hope with Jonathan podcast. Again, want to really thank my very special guest, Mr. Dwelyn Williams, for coming on to the show and sharing his incredible story. And guys, again, if you haven't been over to www.kidneytrails.com, let me make sure I got that right, www.kidneytrails.com. Go over and check it out. I'm telling you guys, these guys are amazing what they're doing, not only with Dwelyn Williams, but Anthony Reed and, many others that's on there. Kyle from Kidney Warrior Merch. We got Wills Porter over there writing as well from Impact American Media. Just so many different things. I'm on there as well as an author, Hope with Jonathan, Jonathan Trailer. So you guys need to go over and definitely check it out. But again, guys, I really appreciate you tuning into the podcast. Guys, you can support this podcast by clicking on the listener support. Also, you can go over to www.hopewithjonathan.com and you can check out all of our social media links there. You can support us by Patreon, or you can also subscribe to our podcast, and you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. So I really appreciate it, guys. Again, it's been a great, amazing show. I really, really, really love to do these interviews, and I really enjoy the feedback that I'm getting from them. So, hey, guys, you guys take care. Remember, stay safe out there. And remember to take care of your kidneys. God bless you.